Here we are in Nicolay Bay, Fish Creek, Wisconsin, Peninsula State Park. It's a Sunday morning, July 15th, 9:30 in the morning. Pretty quiet this time of the day, in contrast to yesterday when the bay was packed with boats and the beach was packed with people. But pretty soon they'll all be out again. This is the boat, Tranquilo. They give you a little tour today. So I'm up in front of the boat looking back. We have a hatch here that goes down to the V berth, which is really nice. A couple of cowls that also bring air into the V berth. There's the windlass, the bowsprit. Ooh, we got a big 75-pound anchor right here that we've used on a couple occasions. And coming back this way, we have another hatch here that goes down into the galley area in the main cabin. Here's the Dodger that Rob sewed a couple of years ago. It's been awesome. We have a little tarp here to keep the sun off us, our solar panels. We now have our kayaks on the back davits. We used to have them on the cabin top, but they kind of get in the way there when you're hoisting the sails, so we're going to try this out and see how that goes. This is the cockpit area. Not real big, but it's comfortable. We've got we have two actually of these folding seats from West Marine that are really nice. You can put them wherever you want. And that's where Rob sits most of the time. And this right here was my new Christmas present this past year. This awesome comfy captain seat, I call it, from West Marine. It's so comfortable. Under both of our seats here, there's compartments where we store lines and oil and stuff like that. Back here is a spool of line that we can anchor off the back, and another compartment there where we keep another anchor that we just got, and our grill if we want to grill out. So this is the cockpit area. Now I'll take you down below. This back here is actually a quarter berth, which people guess have slipped in. But right now, it's home to the tackle box and the tool box and all of our extra sails stuffed way in the back. Some fishing poles. This side is the captain's berth, a little bit bigger. That too now is storage for cushions, a cooler. We have a collapsible wagon that I got for Christmas last year, kids type wagon that actually holds 150 pounds, and it folds up, that we plan on using to take to shore to get provisions when we're somewhere without a vehicle. We've seen a lot of campers at the beach have this type of thing, and it seems to be like it's going to work out really nice. So that's an extra thing here, and we've got some extra kayak oars and a heater and a top climber and lots of stuff stored back there. And we got our clock so we know the day and the time when we're down in the Caribbean. We can keep track of what day it is. Now we're going to enter the main cabin. So around here is the galley. We have a propane stove and oven, and cabinets and countertop. Rob put in new countertops this past winter, one of his many, many projects. Here's our sink, which now we actually have hot and cold running water. You don't even have to use the foot pumps anymore that used to be down there. We actually have pressurized hot and cold running water. The engine just has to run about 10 minutes and we have hot water for 10 hours. It's amazing. Over on this side we have storage above now what is our pantry that we keep foodstuffs in, and a wet locker where Rob keeps some of his sweatshirts and jackets. The nav station here with storage, drawers. We got a big power inverter now, is a big addition. 2,300 watts it says. So he just used the drill this morning for a project on the dinghy. So that's working out really nice. Got stuff inside there. Got a little power outlet here that we charge our cell phones with. A couple little cabinets here that Rob has stuff in. This is his new electrical panel that he installed last winter with all new wiring throughout the boat. That's been really nice. And this is the view of the main cabin. Rob sewed curtains this past spring that we can pull across the windows. We just used some command hooks and some bungee cord, and then we can slide the curtains across the windows. So that's really nice when hot and sunny days, to keep the sun out of the cabin so it doesn't get so hot in here. And this is an awesome little gadget. It's called a Lucy light. And it runs, oops, a little solar panel there. And it blows up like a beach ball. And it collects solar power, and we can turn it on at night and it lights up the whole inside of the cabin. Really nice feature. And this is one of our settees right here. About 5-6 years ago, Rob did a project where the settee used to be just a bench and then there was sleeping behind it. Well, he always wanted a couch, something to lay down on, take a nap, whatever. So he totally ripped out the settees on both sides and pushed the back, so now that's just storage for our things. And here we have a nice place to sit or lay down. On both sides he did that. My storage is on that side and his is on the other. We got a nice table here that can drop down, and this can be more sleeping area. Under the settees we have a total of 8 compartments, 4 of which have batteries in them. And we have 2 12-volt batteries, and we have 4 6-volt go-kart batteries. So those are all charged by our 3 solar panels. It's been working out really nice. The other compartments just have water, bottled water, soda, beer of course, and some other stuff, tools. As you go a little bit further back here, here's another locker that opens up, and we have wetsuits in there, some more life jackets. Above here I keep some of my hats. Oh, and our little parrot, our little beanie baby I got from my daughter Jessica. So that's real cute. And some more decor. this side. Our speakers, barometer, clock. We have another cabinet here that we're storing clothing in. Rob's sewing machine. He just bought a new one this past spring, a Rex. It's been working really nice. Behind the clothes, there's actually 3 or 4 or 5 sets of shelves back there that we can put other things on. Now we go into the forward cabin. Here's the floor that Rob totally ripped out last winter and refiberglassed, put a drain in. So now we have a shower. And here's our cute little shower curtain with sailboats on that we got off of Amazon. That's mold and mildew resistant, and it's fabric, which has been working out really nice. Behind this door, we have our sink, and the handle pulls out so we can shower off with after we've closed the curtain here. And back inside here. Down here we have some compartments that store health and beauty products. And if you're wondering about those getting wet, I bought a cheap old shower curtain that I cut up that we're going to put in the front there, and then use these nice little clips that are awesome to just hold it on. These also work out really good for clipping anything onto a Binopi or Dodger type frame. Works out really good too. Over here on this side, quite a few years ago, Rob put in this swinging door that closes off the V-berth, but also closes off the head area. So you just open this up, and in here is the head, and then he installed a cabinet over here that we have quite a bit of stuff stored in. Here, mostly health and beauty products, toilet paper, stuff like that. Back here is the V-berth. There's the hatch, a couple windows. We got a fan over on this side that you can plug in. It's actually, we use king size sheets back here because it's a pretty wide area. Back there is lavore doors that go back to the chain locker, where the chain gets dropped in a compartment back there. And underneath the V-berth, we've got more compartments where I've been storing a lot of foods and canned foods and chips and just more provisionings. So that's really a nice area to store that. So that's the forward cabin, main cabin, which it's really nice and big and comfy. Rob put all new paneling on the walls when he first got the boat, so it's looking super nice. I repainted everything white inside and outside within the last 3 years. So it just all looks fresh and clean. I also re-sanded and varnished all the cabinet drawer faces and doors to get those looking all fresh and clean too, along with this ladder and actually all the mahogany trim. I sanded and varnished all that and brought that back to looking really nice again. So everything inside is pretty new, painted, sanded, varnished, and we're ready to take off in a few weeks to head down south. We're gonna head to Chicago. Hopefully we'll be there by the beginning of September. Then make our way down to Mobile, Alabama by maybe the 1st of November, and hopefully by Christmas we'll be in the Bahamas. So this is where we'll be spending our time, above and below deck, and just a little tour of everything. Oh, one more thing. This is where our ice chest is. Here, it's about 4 cubic feet. And we've got a cold plate back down inside there that is keeping everything right around, next to the cold plate, right around 30 degrees, away from the cold plate, and on the top, probably around 40 degrees. So that's been awesome, not having to get ice blocks just to keep everything cool. So a lot of improvements, a lot of fun new amenities that we never had before. And this past spring, I also painted and varnished everything back here, so everything's looking pretty clean and spiffy. So, oh, and another thing, this area right here, this compartment, this box here, is where the engine is. It comes all the way over onto this side, and actually is partly in. There she is, big red, Rob's Beta 50. So, and it's all insulated, so it's quiet. But that's where the engine is. Kind of right down there in the middle of everything. So this is our second summer with his new engine. And it's been amazing, so. Anyway, here's our tour. So I hope you enjoy it, and click on it that you like it, and follow us on Facebook, and we'll be having more videos and pictures of our up and coming travels very soon. Thank you.